Good morning, everyone. I am having a little bit of tech difficulties here. Oh, I lost all of it. Wow. Okay. You know when you have one of those mornings when all of your tech stuff goes wrong? I have done nothing but drop things and break things since I got up this morning. And I don't know why. But anyway, good morning. Hi. I'm Kristin Omdahl, and this is Yarn on the Beach video podcast. It is sunrise on a stormy morning here in Southwest Florida. The sky looks hideous behind me, but it's not raining and I haven't heard thunder or lightning, so I figure we could enjoy the excitement and the colors of a stormy morning until we can't. So good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining me. If you're joining live, please say hello and tell me what you're crafting on this morning. And if you end up watching the recorded version later, please feel welcome to do the same. I make a point to comment or reply to all of the comments in the recorded version as well. I love the colors this morning too. Aren't they cool? Let's see if I can move the camera so you can see more of the storm. So if anybody feels like chiming in on the sound this morning, I do not have a microphone attached. It's a little bit windy and the waves are rather loud. So I'd love to hear what your thoughts on that. I did bring microphone equipment this morning, but do not have it set up. Sound is good. Okay, so I'm guessing that it was a YouTube glitch the other day. So what I'm going to try to do is bring an extra microphone every morning for the just in case. I noticed that the number of people who were waiting this morning was really low, so I'm guessing there weren't notifications this morning. Picture is interrupting. Well, I don't know about that because the picture looks fine here and I'm not getting any warnings about connectivity, so that could be on your end if the sound is weird. Yes, Lisa, we made it through Alberto. He didn't come as close as we thought, and obviously the Gulf is still quite affected. Okay, good. Sound good, picture good. Yay! I saw somebody said they ordered one of the Amazon dresses. Awesome. I ordered a different style of dress the other day, and can't get my tripod to be okay. It's just gonna stay crooked today, I guess. Anyway, I bought a different style of dress. It's a little dressier, and I have no idea why this is crooked this morning. Let's see, maybe we'll put some sand under this side. You know, do a little MacGyver style. That's a little bit better. Okay, so I bought another style of dress for a little bit dressier, and if you follow me in social media, I posted some photos of that dress, and love shopping on Amazon. And I love finding good deals, and I love shopping so much and finding good deals that doing this through Amazon to be able to share it with you and my friend, share with my friends all my good finds is so fun. And so now I get to think about all sorts of things like what has a good size range for friends of different sizes and shapes. What is a good value? What isn't a good value? It doesn't have to be cheap or expensive. It has to be good value to me, something to me. But so far I've been finding things that are cheap and a good value, so win-win, right? And things that come in a variety of colors for different people's color preferences and prints. Oh, I think it's starting to rain. Boo. Let's try going up to that boardwalk so we don't have to end early this morning. See if we can do that. So I'm gonna put my shoes on and I'll pick the camera up and we'll talk in a minute. Just give me a second. So it would be fun to watch the rain from the boardwalk. I guess the tricky part's going to be carrying my wagon up there. Oh, it's raining hard. Gotta get my camera out of here. Oh, I can't even find Jeez. Can't read the comments, guys. Sorry, coming down really hard. Maybe we'll just go sit in the car and see if it ends. Wanted to show you what I'm knitting this morning. Hope I don't fall. Shouldn't run on the boardwalk. God, my phone's getting soaked. Okay, keys. Okay, get you inside. Oh goodness, this isn't gonna work. All right, you're gonna look at the tree for a second. Give me 1 minute. Okay, I'm just loading the car. 1 second. No, I didn't close the door. Okay. Anybody still there? I'm soaking wet. But I figured we could chat for another minute or two. Okay. Anybody still there? Okay, cool. Hi. Sorry about that, but I can't get my camera wet. It's going to get damaged. Everybody's still here. Cool, thank you. So let's see, where's my yarn? I gotta figure something out for that because an umbrella really, it depends on thunder and lightning too. Doesn't feel like there's thunder and lightning here, and I could sit under a canopy somewhere, which I actually love to be out in that really heavy humidity of the rain coming down. I just worry about all the metal stuff like the tripod. I worry about that making me such a lightning magnet. So that's the part that scares me. So I got to figure it out. And in the meantime, I guess we can sit in the car. Looks like it might have stopped. So I wanted to show you progress on my cardigan. So I have the body pretty much done. It's not, now keep in mind, it looks like it's a mini crop top right now. It's not. It's going to come to about my natural waist because I'm not planning on wearing this as a long layer. I'm planning on wearing it over dresses. So I really didn't want it to be super long, but this is not blocked yet. So it's going to be a lot longer when it's blocked. But I wanted to show you that I've transferred the sleeve stitches on one side to the 16-inch circulars, which means now that I've also had some experience with a second needle from my Amazon purchases. I know we talked about those last week, so I have to say the 24-inch circular that I did the body on was absolutely perfect. I didn't snag my yarn one single time on the join, and I found that to be very impressive because that's one of the things that really turns me off about circular needles at times. So I didn't have a single blip doing this entire body of the cardigan. And so now I'm working on a sleeve in the round with a 16-inch circular, also in 4mm. So this is part of the second set that I purchased, and so far so good. I have not snagged once, which, you know, working on smaller ones actually can be a little bit more stressful at times because it's hard to get the stitches to go all the way around. And I've had zero problems this far on the sleeve. I am decreasing every 8 rounds, and I already regret it. I wish I would have decreased every 6 rounds, but that's just my intuition talking. Sometimes that's good and sometimes it's accurate and sometimes it's not. So we'll see when I finish the sleeve. But I wish that I would have decreased more frequently. But when it's done, I may say, gee, I was wrong. I like this way. So that's just my head talking. That's just me talking inside my head. And that's designer talks. You know, you talk, sometimes you encourage yourself and sometimes you second guess yourself. And so I've kind of second guessed the decrease ratio, and we'll see if I was right or wrong when I finish the sleeve and try it on. But so far, that's how far I've gotten. It looks so pretty in this light. Awesome. Anyway, I agree, Grace. It's going to be a staple in my wardrobe, absolutely. And I already wish I had a white one. Because like on a dress like this, I think you could go either white or black. Oh, thanks, KB. KB's reminding everyone to remember to click the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. If you feel like subscribing, I highly recommend clicking the bell to be notified when I'm live, because you can join in the live conversation with me and all of the other awesome people here every morning, Monday through Saturday. So keep that in mind as well. Do I have a new yarn coming? I do have a yarn. I have two yarns that I'm still thinking about bringing in. One of them I think might be better to release in the fall. And the other one I think could be released anytime, but I'm still just kind of thinking about it. I have missed something about an I-cord. If somebody has a question about I-cord, please repeat it because I didn't catch it. I'm working on a couple of ideas for collections right now, which for little tiny collections, and I guess I could kind of sort of mention it. I have this idea for making, what do you call it? Modesty coverings for bras. And the reason it came about is because I have done pieces, crochet on fabric on top so that you see less cleavage sort of thing. And I've decided that I think it might be smarter to do it as an attachment to your bra rather than a fixed piece on a dress, because when I did that to a wrap dress, I did not like feeling limited with that color and that choice on there. And I thought if I made them for your bra, then, or for my bra, 'cause I'm thinking in terms of myself too, I thought that way I could change the color of the modesty coverage for every outfit that I wear, including matching or not matching every way I accessorize the outfit. So for example, the black wrap dress that I did a modesty coverage for, it ended up being in silver, and it looked really pretty on the dress until I wanted to style the dress in something other than silver, and then I felt limited and I ended up ripping it off. So that dress no longer has that modesty coverage on it. So I was thinking if I made some, and I'll do knit and crochet, I will make it as an attachment to the bra. So my question to all of you is, would you rather see it with little simple ribbons, kind of like the ribbon that comes as the center on your bra? Would you like little dainty ribbons to tie it on and take it off? Would you like it to have I-cord for the knit versions and crochet chain for the crochet version, so that you can easily, because you'll end up tying it here in the center and you'll tie it up here at the straps, and it'll just be like this little somewhat triangle shape of coverage that will go up to where the bra line sits here. So it'll go across here and then come down to the middle of your bra. So I was curious, would people prefer for the ribbon to be unattached? KB has one that has snaps. You know, some people feel uncomfortable about adding buttons and snaps to knitwear. Some people prefer ribbon. Some people prefer the ties to already be on the piece. So I just wanted to put it out there and see what you guys thought. Maybe I'll just show multiple options. I kind of like the idea of the ribbon, because then I could just have a set of ribbons in a little baggie in my lingerie drawer, and then I can just pull them out when I want to tie the pieces on. KB thinks ties would be bulky. You mean ties like I-cord and crochet chain ties? Okay, getting a lot of ribbon ones. Okay, ribbon would be by far the easiest one to do, in my opinion. Lots of ribbon, okay. And then ribbons kind of are feminine and dainty, like the ribbon that comes on the bra. That's what I was thinking regarding that. You know what I'm really loving about all of your feedback right now is that by saying ribbon or no ribbon or what have you, it means you all aren't saying, yuck, I don't like that idea. I'm so glad that you all like that idea. I feel like we all have different reasons for modesty coverage, right? So for me, I'm thinking that it's something, if I love my outfit and I want to wear my outfit all day long, it's something that I could take on and off. And so that's something that I like. I could wear it all day to go to kid things or different things, and then to go out to dinner, I could take it off if I felt like it. And I think it's a fun way to add our handmade knitting and crochet to an outfit that we don't want to add a lot of bulk to, especially now that summer's coming. You don't want to wear a shawl or a sweater at all times. So it's something that you could add to add a little bit of lace and a little bit of handmade drama to your outfit without adding something that keeps you too warm. Cat hates showing cleavage. You know, a lot of us don't have a choice, right? We show cleavage because we have cleavage, and so without wearing tops that come up to here, we're kind of stuck. So I'm thinking that this might be a fun thing to be handmade. Okay, glad that I see a lot of people interested. Okay, then I'm going to keep moving forward with that idea. Love getting all of your feedback, so thank you so much. Catherine, I saw a long message and I missed it. Sorry. Sarah, I actually think it would be great regardless of whether you had cleavage or too much cleavage or not enough. I actually think it would be a pretty accessory regardless. So I think it'll work for everybody. Some people will find it's more functional, and other people will find that it's just a beautiful accessory. So either way, I think it's a win-win. Okay, so I am knitting. Let's see if anybody else is knitting with me this morning. Catherine wants cleavage. I prayed for it for many, many years. I had no cleavage until I got pregnant. And then once I got pregnant, I never lost my cleavage after that. Seeing lots of cleavage jokes. Pretty cute. So what's everybody crafting on this morning? Have anybody else knitting or anybody else crocheting this morning? Or working on a different type of craft? Another great accessory that's handmade for summertime is to make your own earrings. I love wearing crocheted earrings when I feel like it's too warm to wear a sweater or a shawl. Okay, seeing lots of crafting projects coming up now. Great. Washcloth knitting. I have not finished the hoop earrings, Deb. Thank you for the reminder. I have several ideas for making jewelry for the jewelry. What I really want to do is make accessories for the hoop earrings that you can take on and off. But I bought a couple extra pairs of the hoops because I think some of my ideas will be better suited for leaving on as well. Granny square halter with copper colored crochet thread. That sounds pretty. Someone's making the sprout chain shawlette. That's awesome. Thank you, Marianne. Someone's working on meshberry. Oh, I have exciting news to share with all of you. You will not believe the email I got on Friday. I got an email from a fashion website, like a fashion blogger style website, totally not yarn related at all. They don't do knitting or crochet at all. They're just a fashion blog site. And they invited me to be interviewed as a style and fashion influencer. And I was like, huh? Pretty exciting. Anytime I get invited to do something outside the knitting and crochet industry, it is both surprising and exciting. And so they asked me, I think they asked me 6 questions about my style influence and asked about my style advice or whatever. And then they asked me to pick 5 photos of myself from my feeds and stuff of that supported my theory on style. And so I had so much fun. I was actually really overwhelmed at first, going, oh my God, what am I going to say? And are they even going to care? And I thought, you know what? They came to me, and I thought the greatest way for me to give my own unique point of view is to encourage people outside of our craft world to think about craft and think about the empowerment of making your own projects and making your own style accessories. So I actually took it as a really empowering moment, and I said, you know what? I'm going to base it all around making things and how you can make your own accessories and feel so creative and empowered in your creativity. And so that ended up being my point of view for my interview answers. And then they asked me who my style influences were. And I was like, oh. And so I panicked again because that was seemed to be my go-to, and thought about it long and hard. And then um, I was looking on Pinterest, and sometimes I like to go to Pinterest just to get a flow of ideas and a flow of, it's such a feast for the eyes. And if anybody's interested in my Pinterest, you can find the link to my Pinterest account in this video description, and also find it from my website. I started I was working on a hairstyle idea in my head too. So I started a hair goals board. And as I'm sitting there thinking about hairstyles and flowy, beachy, flowy braid styles, I'm adding stuff to my board, and it's public so you can see it all too. And then I started finding, pinup hairstyles, because I have an idea for doing a pinup photo shoot right now. And so, okay, so I'm adding pinup hairstyles, and I'm adding flowy waves and flowy braids. And then it started occurring to me, I have a mashup style of beachy and pinup. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so who's my favorite beachy style person? Well, Farrah Fawcett, right? So then I thought, okay, so part of my style comes from Farrah Fawcett. That's legit. And I said, well, okay, well, in pinup, who's your style icon? And I thought, well, that would be Jane Mansfield and Marilyn Monroe. And I thought, okay, that makes sense. So I figured out how to answer the interview question and talk about the fact that it's a mashup of 2 different styles and how that's important to me and how that fits into my style. So I ended up having a ton of fun answering the questions. Then the next hard part was picking photos, right? And I thought about, opening it up to all of you and helping me pick the photos. And then I thought, you know what? They asked me about my style, and it's not about other people's point of view of my style. It's about me sharing how I come about my style. So I ended up keeping it all private and figuring it out on my own, which was such a weird exploration because I was so nervous and felt so awkward, but I was able to push through it and finish everything up, and I'll be answering their email with all of my stuff later today, and I'm super excited about it and can't wait to share it with all of you when it goes live. But yay! So exciting, and just such a great way to expose crafting and knitting and crochet to the rest of the people. And I hope that I'll be able to attract some people and empower some people to want to add more handmade stuff in their wardrobes and in their life. So yay. Okay, I got to count here for a second. Let me see if it's time for a decrease. Nope, it's not. think that's the only big thing that happened this weekend. Oh, Marlin's 16th birthday is tomorrow, and I have felt enormous pressure to do something big for it, and he doesn't want anything big, and I'm going to have to let that go. I've been across the board on feeling like not the best super mom for coming up with something elaborate, but with all that we've been through lately and still being so thick in the mourning process, he's just not ready to do something big right now, and I get that. And so we're going to end up probably just going to dinner and going somewhere nice because he has very good taste in food. So we'll be going somewhere on the fancier side for dinner. Um, but you know, I'm trying to pay really close attention to his mourning process, and I think that I struggled a little bit over the weekend and stressing out about it, but I think I finally just really paid attention to his vibe, and it sounds like we're going to do a low-key birthday for his sweet 16, but it looks like we will end up finding a car for him because we inherited my dad his grandpa's car. So if everything goes well with all the paperwork and stuff, it looks like he will be getting an old reliable used car for his 16th birthday, which would make me very happy, and doubly so because my grandpa bought me my first old reliable car for my 16th birthday, and it turns out that in a roundabout way Marlin will be getting an old reliable car from his grandpa too. Sorry about that. Anyway, I like all that. So it's not officially his car yet because we're still having a lot of trouble with paperwork and everything, but it's okay. And so it's going to be a big fancy dinner for him last night, and he can order whatever he wants on the menu, and we're going to try to make sure we find a place that has a really wonderful molten lava cake or chocolate souffle, because that would be his dessert of choice. So I won't be making anything for his birthday. I will be writing him a beautiful letter, something that he asked me for a couple months ago, and definitely going to write him a beautiful letter and hopefully get that car situated for him. Thanks, Edna. Yeah, he said he didn't want to party, so I get that. It doesn't feel like the time to party right now. It doesn't. But we're going to eat good, because that's what we do. Thanks, Jean. Sarah, no, I have not made a molten lava cake in the crock pot before. I have made a chocolate souffle before, and I have made, I've made flourless chocolate cake. And if anybody wants a great, easy flourless chocolate cake recipe, I have one, and it's on my website. So you're welcome to use my recipe. It's amazing. And I make it at the holidays every year. I've lived in Florida 10 years. For someone who was asking. Thank you, Letty. Thank you for all the birthday wishes for Marlin. I really appreciate it. By far, the easiest way to make a rich chocolate dessert, in my opinion, is the flourless chocolate cake. And if you feel like trying that one, that is on my website, and it's amazing. Thank you, Mary. Yes, I will definitely tell him happy birthday from all of you. I will probably mention again tomorrow morning because it will be such a celebratory day for me, even though he will be at tennis. I will still be celebrating all day long because I feel like 16 years old is a very special birthday for a number of reasons. But we can talk more about that tomorrow. Looks like we're almost out of time, so I guess we have nothing special to look at here. So it may have stopped raining. I don't know, I don't feel like testing it. So we're going to have to say goodbye without looking out at the water, but I will ask you to take a moment yourself and set your intentions for the day. I know I'll be doing the same. And so if you enjoy Yarn on the Beach podcast, even when we're not on the beach all the time because of weather, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Click the bell after you subscribe so that you can join me live. If you'll get the notifications to join me live. We're here 6 days a week at sunrise at the beach when weather permits. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.